Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream with Mr. M here. How you
doing, man? Doing good. Feeling vulnerable.
I am sore. Your soreness is getting you. You're getting used to it, right?
I'm done. So I'll be sore forever.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean.
With that one.
I know what you mean. We've been both working out and stuff like that, and so yeah. I've been doing a workout on my own, and you've been like in a group kind of setting where they torture everybody.
Exactly, they torture us together.
Exactly,
at the same time. I've done 3 days in a row, and I'm glad tomorrow I'm taking it off.
Oh boy! So how you guys doing out there? Where are you guys coming in live from? Tell us in the chat, right? And also ask us any question you like. We're going to be answering some questions at the end of the show. If you're interested in, like getting some answers to I don't know, what the quantum computer is going to do to Bitcoin or,
what J. Cramer is going to say next.
Exactly. How come J. Cramer actually causes the price to go down? And stuff like that, right? That's it, right? And we'll answer that. Hit the like, right? Of course, right? Let's get us up to 100 likes. And then we'll answer all your questions at the end of the show. So make sure you to help us find their questions. Make sure you put a question mark at the end of your sentence so that it makes it a little bit easier to just
spot them.
So yeah, that would be really appreciated. Okay.
Look at this. Upstate, New York, Ghana, amazing. Michigan. Amazing. You guys are the best. Look at this.
Yes.
All over the place.
US Phoenix. Okay, wow. That guy's up late, man. Jesus. Alrighty. Well, thank you for staying up and watching the show. Make sure you also head over to Mr. M's podcast and hit subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell icon as well. Okay.
We're gonna do something for a 20,000. Actually, I was googling this morning. In my goal has always been to surpass my hometown, which is 20,244 people in there. So once we pass my hometown, we're gonna have to do something special there. Right?
Yeah.
You and me.
This video might pass your hometown, right?
Yeah. Some have already, right? But I would like to have the total subscribers bigger than my village.
Nice.
That'll be a flex.
Speaking about a flex, right? Some people who bought a 3,000 feel like, Ethereum. They're like, looks like I might be out of the doghouse.
They're back in the game. That was very funny.
Oh, damn. What the hell? I'm alive.
Yeah, now, how long do you think it's going to stay like this? That's that's an interesting one. But I've seen a bunch of bullishness lately on.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to get up to the 4K, a whole 4K level, and
before we reevaluate what's happening next.
Wow, damn, those ETH holders, man, they're thinking it's a joke, but yeah, I know. It seems it's like, what the hell? We're back. We're not even back at 3,000.
Yeah, to be honest, I know Ethereum is going to wake up at some point, as this video is talking about, but which is really weird, by the way.
I know, exactly.
But I don't know, man.
Mom! Not even your mom's talking to you because you bought Ethereum at 3,000.
You're canceled. You're going from the family.
Oh, damn. Wow.
But you said something super interesting yesterday about the all-time high. I think we're going to see, I don't know, unless something happens there, it's going to be, it's not going to power through, right?
Exactly. There's going to have to be some sort of fundamental shift, right, for it to power through 4,100, because those people are going to sell. I have so many people that are ready to hit the sell button at 4,000. It's not funny. And then you could take a look at the liquidity up there. The liquidity there is just just massive, short liquidity, right? So
we need Cramer to say Ethereum is going to zero.
yeah, exactly. That would actually work.
That
would actually work.
Fixed.
Yes, if we got to 4,000 and Cramer came out and said it's going to zero.
we're sorted.
So yeah, exactly.
20K.
10K, 20K minimum.
Exactly. So how do you feel about this? So we've seen 3 retail FOMO parabolic moments, and now more like that's, by the way, that's the channel. Remember we talked about a long time ago, the withdrawal? So is it that simple, do you think? I mean, do you think we'll have another parabola coming in at some point? What's your...
Parabolic move higher? Yeah, I think so. Because here's the thing, right? The institutions do have FOMOs in them, right? I mean, if there wasn't, people who couldn't trade in the institutional environment, the bond market wouldn't exist, right? So it's there, right? Where there's people who are there's going to be 90% losses in the bond market. So
hello,
yeah, yeah. So there it is, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it could come in just as hard, right?
And like you said, if you compare these with the 2017 rally, you could potentially draw a parallel channel there, or whatever it's called. Is it parallel channel? I don't know how you call
parallel channel. Yeah,
you could draw it there before the final push there.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
there's a parallel channel here.
exactly. So maybe we are indeed repeating that. It's just in a larger scale.
There you go.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of similarities in between now and 2017.
I think we'll get a parabolic move. Let's just see. Let's wait and see.
Exactly. Again, another sign that we are going to indeed visit 125 here with a cup and handle.
Nice. I don't know. Where's this cup and handle here? Right here and okay. What is this? 8? This is a big cup and handle here. I mean,
This has to be the weekly, right? At
This
least.
is like freaking Head and Shoulders kind of. And
Yeah.
this is like what, 100K? It was okay. So this was okay. I see. This is a. Oh man, I hate the. If you're going to do this kind of thing, don't make it a what's it called, a logarithmic chart, because you're like, this size is different from this size. I don't understand. And you're like, and then it takes a little while to realize, oh, cup and handle. I mean, cup and handle from what's it called, a regular, a non-linear logarithmic chart, but a linear chart.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense. When you're dealing with a cup and handle, you're going to just with linear price rises, right? That's not logarithmic, okay?
Yeah, we have by the way, you mentioned Head and Shoulder, inverse Head and Shoulder. We have another chart, I think is next in line, or one of those tabs that it talks about that one. So probably they draw it in a different way. That's for sure. And you can see the global liquidity is going bananas, right? And there is a strong correlation between the M2 and the price of Bitcoin, as we talked about it yesterday. So down to the T, I think on the 90 and 112 days or something. So we are indeed expecting another pump.
Yeah, well, global liquidity should round off here. If they don't, it's just gonna cause Bitcoin to rocket ship, right? So
There you go. That's the one. This could be potentially another pattern that indicates the 120 by the end of summer, which would be very interesting because usually summer has been kind of quiet, right?
yeah,
People sell to go on holiday and there's not much happening on the network.
well, we could see that maybe not just by the end of summer. We could just, if we rocket up there within this month, then we could come back down slowly, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Which is pumped before
Yeah,
the
exactly.
summer. Yeah, that's possible.
Oh,
All right, speaking about Jim Cramer, you told me to check this out.
yeah, exactly. Apple buybacks is not working right now. The company can leave it to earn a lot, or it can take some and integrate. Well, I think you meant innovate, right? I'm not integrate. But anyways, it's not a badge of honor. It just isn't. And then Michael Saylor has to
Don't
say,
give these men ideas.
Apple should buy Bitcoin. And I'm
Don't
like,
feed the Cramer.
no, don't let him talk about Bitcoin. Just go, Cramer.
Exactly. Don't ruin it. It's going so well. 110, right? Just keep quiet.
That's all you have to do. Don't say anything.
Yeah, because these could have tremendous repercussion.
Exactly.
Tremendous repercussion on the price, right? So don't feed crap. It's like, yeah, Michael, easy.
Michael, I know. Jesus.
Go to Peter Schiff
Jesus.
and talk about minors.
Exactly.
Have you seen the thing?
I know.
Oh
but
my
no,
goodness.
God, Peter.
I know. Like, you know what I told you when I met him again at the conference? He was lost, and I was like, "Are you okay? You want me to take you somewhere? You want to sit down? You want me to get you some water?" He didn't know where he wanted to go, where he was. I was genuinely worried about him. And then he tweets about having sex with minors in high school. And then the whole thing has gone sideways. I don't know if you guys have seen on Twitter, but everything happened. And people have said, this would have never happened if you bought Bitcoin. Like, everything is gone. Super funny. Up to a point where he had to apologize. He tweeted, "I'm sorry for what I said if I offended minors."
I know, Jesus.
And I was like, what the hell is going on with Peter Schiff? So yeah, Michael Saylor, don't just like leave Jim alone, please.
Yeah. Just go help Peter.
They
Man.
could,
Just
they
help
could
Peter.
trigger the bear market.
Help Peter. Go help Peter. Okay.
Exactly, go and support Peter, which needs your help.
Maybe his company needs to you need to help him to get into the Bitcoin situation here, right? Because he needs to he has a company. Probably I don't know if it's public. He doesn't have a public company, does he? It's a private. So,
Yeah, I think it's private, yeah.
Maybe you should explain to him how to make a public company and how to convert it so that they can buy his Bitcoin and stuff like that. And then you make him a little richer and so he can shut the F up, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if Jim Cramer comes out and says that Apple needs to buy Bitcoin, we're closing the $9,000 CME gap.
I know.
Closed. Done.
I know. Oh.
Yeah, don't mess with that. Because he has some powers,
Damn. Oh my God.
But speaking of which, have you seen this? This is an interesting take on Michael
No.
Saylor saying, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but
Okay.
he was on
Let's hear it.
TV the other day.
Oh no.
Oh, why there's no audio?
There's no audio.
Super low.
Okay, let's see here if we can fix it. Oh man, where the audio thing?
Yeah, sometimes Twitter videos, they are so...
Yeah, it's set here, so that's set, and then we can.
I have it so low, I can barely hear
I can
it.
hear it. I can't hear it either, and so it is. It is the Twitter.
Yeah, I think it's Twitter problem, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Twitter problem.
Ah, damn.
Oh, well.
Anyway, long story short, he is super bullish, as always, and he said that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million in no time because the ETF is taking a lot of interest and every company is going to go into it, and we will never have a bear market anymore. There's not going to be a crypto winter. Super bullish on everything. How do you feel about not having a crypto winter, though?
No crypto winter. That'd be sweet, but at the same time, that would mean it would just go sideways, and that would really bore the hell out of people, right? And then, of course, then the MicroStrategies, people are only buying MicroStrategies stock because of the volatility, and then if that vol goes down, right? Because that's what will happen, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. A lot of like MSTY will be hurt and all that kind of stuff, right? There's no vol. And no vol, right? Then everybody's like, okay, whatever, I'm out.
Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the 7 months of consolidation we've seen in this bull market, which is the longest Bitcoin has been consolidating? It was so difficult, even to produce content, to be honest. Because who cares? Like, nobody wanted to see an asset who goes sideways for 7 months.
Exactly.
Like, specifically Bitcoin, which is supposed to be...
Can you imagine it goes sideways for 3 years, or even like let's just say 2, not 3, but 2 years? Jesus.
Yeah, that we'll have to come up with something to entertain you guys. And today Bitcoin is the same price as yesterday.
We're gonna have to sing and dance, man.
Yeah, that's why we're going to the gym, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna have to do stripping. We have to get our abs, right?
Yeah. What's it called? The Magic Mike cruise.
Damn.
So I'm not sure. I think, by the way, even though I do believe institutions are accumulating for the long term, when Bitcoin is going to go to banana price, people are going to take profit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to happen.
Make sure that you get your Bitcoins on or else you're gonna miss out. I'm gonna show you guys my Instagram, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if you guys have seen my Instagram, right? But if you have, right, you'll see that I have a lot of short form content, and I'm sure you've seen the shorts on, yeah, here we go, on what's it called, on YouTube, right? I have some shorts, and these are doing pretty well. Let's see here, Reels. You can see,
Yeah, Instagram wants you to sign up on the browser.
oh wow. But anyways,
Only fans, please. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
yes. And you can see that some of these videos, if you watch them, right, they actually have a lot of cool, entertaining movements with the camera and so forth, and this is all edited.
I love them. Yeah, I love them.
And the edits are just amazing with the what's it called, the subtitling and everything, and the video animations, all that, and all that's possible thanks to a company that I bought out. It's called Moog Media, and if you're interested in, I don't know if you guys are interested in doing short form content and you want an editor to edit the short form content and give you that high quality edit, you can email connect@moogmedia.net for edits as low as $20 a video. So
Damn, that's really cool. Nice.
there you go.
Yeah, they've done a great job on your shorts. I love them. Yeah. By the way, congrats on the 1 million. I know it's been a while, but you reached 1 million followers on Instagram.
Exactly, and that was all thanks to this Moog Media. I mean, once I started using them, right, my went from 200,000. I was stuck at 270,000, and then it was
Damn. How many upload you do? One every day?
well, five a day. So
5 a day.
not 5 a day. Sorry, 5 a week.
5 a week. Okay.
Sorry, not 5 a day.
Wow. So,
Yeah, so check that out if that's if you're doing content, of course, right?
Yeah,
or you know somebody that's doing content.
I need to send him an email now. Nice. All right, South Korea moves to legalize stablecoin with new crypto bill. We told you guys this, right? You even have a T-shirt on. Stablecoins are going to become a big deal, right?
Exactly.
Not just in the US, but everywhere. We've seen the European Union going and building the digital euros, whatever you want to label it. We've seen, of course, the Trump family building the USD1, which is a massive deal. Now South Korea, by the way, they have elected a crypto president.
Yeah, and he's fast tracking a domestic stablecoin as his party moved forward with the crypto bill. Jesus.
Yeah, we've seen the UAE moving forward as well on the crypto and stablecoin, right?
Okay, I gotta go off on a rant here.
Go for it.
Stablecoins are coming to a country near you, and what does that mean? It means that you'll be able to transact in cryptocurrencies and be able to buy cryptocurrencies extremely easy in a decentralized fashion. In fact, that would mean if that your local currency drops heavily in value fast, you'll be able to exit just as fast. This is beautiful. They are hanging themselves with the crypto rope, every single government, and I love it. So buy your crypto or wait and buy when everybody else is with their stablecoin. Choice is yours.
There you have it.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm not a big fan of stablecoins, but they're going to allow people to enter the crypto space, right?
Exactly, fast.
Imagine your bank. Okay, you now have a balance in stablecoin. Crazy. So fasten your seatbelt because they're coming. All right, going back into grid. Can you scroll down, please, and see if...
Oh, Jesus,
damn it. Do you know what? We should build our own because this thing is always broken.
Exactly.
I wanted to have a look at the historical data. But
yeah, we'd have to go get the back historical data from this and or their website and get it and then keep it for ourselves, and then because it doesn't make any sense that they keep going down.
yeah, I'm not sure why this is happening, but yeah, it used to be way more reliable. But okay, we've seen 3 green months in a row so far. I don't want to jinx it, but June is kind of 5%ish. Now, interesting to see what will happen. We told you guys, sell in May and you are gay. In fact, 11%, right?
There you go.
So I don't know about June and July and August, but it looks like he wants to go higher.
Yeah.
It could go higher.
It could go higher.
So yeah, in Ethereum, by the way, there is also Ethereum there. You can see if you scroll. I think you scroll up. You can see there, Q2 53%.
Damn.
Hello, Ethereum.
Yeah, but it lost almost 50%.
Yeah, we're back where we started.
Not really, dude. In order to get back where you started,
Yeah, I know. I mean, in
after
January,
losing 50%,
in January, you have
you
to go
need
60,
you
70.
need to go 100%
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, it's not there
Just
yet.
so you,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah, you have to go much higher than.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ban this guy because he's really annoying me. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so you have to go higher than the percentage. Yeah. All right. Look at this. Who's buying Bitcoin? Well, BlackRock is buying Bitcoin.
Not with their money, of course. With your money.
Yeah, exactly.
And BlackRock thanks you
Exactly. But don't worry though. They promised they have
to
the
get you to
Bitcoin.
those dollars. They'll definitely have the Bitcoins, but they promise you those dollars thanks to you, right? Because you understand, right? They don't want to dollar cost average and buy a bunch of Bitcoin with their own money. That'd be dumb. You'd have to go work for those dollars. You did that, right? You bought the Bitcoins for them. And guess what? They thank you because they can print a bunch of money. Yeah. Now you're thinking, why didn't they just print a bunch of money and buy the Bitcoins directly? Well, good question. You see, the rules of printing money are not direct, like, oh, I'm just going to print some money, right?
Yep.
It's how do you print the money? You have to go into debt, right? So they have to take the risk of that. If they buy the Bitcoins, right, they have to come up with the interest payments on the debt. If the debt interest payments rise, they could end up being liquidated, sure, right? They don't want that. That'd be crazy. Instead, they got you to buy the Bitcoins, right?
They'll keep it.
They'll keep it, right? And so let's just say you're saying, well, what happens if you sell the Bitcoins and you start dumping it on the market and they don't? How could that happen? Well, you see, they're really smart, right? When they go to dump the Bitcoins, all they have to do is take a short position. And they don't have to buy the short position. They have to write the short position into the market.
And keep the Bitcoins, right?
They take the cash, right, from selling those promises to pay Bitcoin, which they actually have, and then they give it to you.
Magic.
Should things go awry, they're not on the hook for nothing.
Damn. If you think about the old thing, like the Bybit has gone to 70 billion in 134 days, fastest in history.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect situation for them, right? They don't have to. They're not going to lose. It's free Bitcoin for them, free money, real money in the future, and then there's no risk involved for them.
Yeah, because
Zero.
the money comes from you guys, from us, or
Zero.
whoever buys the ETF.
Yeah, zero. And so if they really believe in Bitcoin, right, they could just do the short position. They sell the short positions, which will cost less than, if they were to okay, well, I'm going to take the opposite side of the bet, right? That would be crazy, right? Especially if they don't know what's going to happen. With this, they have zero risk. If price goes down, they're good, right? Because they have the short position and the Bitcoin to offset the short position. Right? So you're saying, well, what happens if the short position goes down? Well, now they have money, right? Because there's a difference, right? And they have a Bitcoin, right? And so they already gave you the cash, so it's all offset. Even if Bitcoin goes higher during holding the short,
They still have Bitcoin.
it's still offset.
Yeah,
And guess what? You're going to buy Bitcoin anyway.
exactly, because it's going higher.
When it goes higher.
Yeah. Damn. Now, question: what do you think is going to happen to, if I'm not mistaken, custody? I mean, the BlackRock coins are in the hands of Coinbase. So technically, Coinbase is the mega king. They have 9 out of the 11 ETF in custody. So technically, BlackRock doesn't have squat. They actually have a promise from Coinbase.
True.
So the ultimate monster isn't that Coinbase?
True. right? But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they might have the problem there, right? Because you know what they say, possession's 9/10 of the law.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not sure how. I'm not sure what they promised to Coinbase. What's the promise between Coinbase and? By the way, Coinbase also has the Saylor coins. So
Yeah, because legally, right, the custodian can be sued only for dollars.
yeah. So behind those contracts, Coinbase only owns dollars to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So they are the ultimate.
Exactly. Because you can't like, oh, you owed me this, so give it back to me, and they're like, no, we're not giving it back to you, right? And then you try to sue them. Well, yeah, you're going to win, because that was the agreement, but your agreement's not giving you the friggin' bitcoins in the court.
It's the value at
Exactly.
the moment of exchange in dollars. Wow. So yeah, Coinbase is winning basically, right? Which is scary because I'm not a big fan of Coinbase. Sorry guys, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but you know what? BlackRock's so big, they'll change the laws.
Yeah, they'll make
they'll
make a little bit of pressure.
Exactly,
you
they'll
know.
change the laws. To say, hey,
Yeah.
by the way,
Come here, let's have a conversation. Sit down there. You know, you wake up with a horse head in your bed.
we have control over the government, right? 'Cause remember when he said, he said that, don't worry, we'll take care of Gary Gensler. Remember when he said
Yeah,
that?
I remember. Like the Jedi, we'll take care of it. You know, it's gonna go away.
Gary Gensler's not a problem.
That's a hell of a. It's not a problem. Damn.
So if they tried to pull that, right? Of course, right? But then they might get screwed, right? Because then once they put that law in, then they'll have to give, not really, because here's the thing, right? The ETF, it was always cash settled, right? It was never
In
an
kind.
agreement in kind, whilst the agreement between Coinbase and them is in kind.
Yeah, but there is a lot of, like you said, but there is a lot of pressure on the table. You know, imagine Larry Fink visiting. What's it called? What's the name of the guy? The Coinbase.
Armstrong? Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong. Saying, "Okay, we need to talk."
I'm gonna. You think you're Armstrong?
Your butt.
You think you're Armstrong? Armstrong?
You can Armstrong your butt.
I'm gonna show you whose arm is strong. Armstrong.
You know was it Pulp Fiction, right?
Yeah,
When at the
exactly.
end of it,
Yeah,
he goes,
yeah.
that's gonna end up like that. Anyway, for now, everything seems to be all right. But and by the way, I don't know if you've seen, but it looks like Jerome Powell is getting replaced
Jerome Powell? Really? Why?
because Trump is putting pressure because he wants the printer to go brrr.
I see.
And I've seen a bunch of tweets. I don't know how legit they are, but I've seen a bunch of tweets from people saying we're gonna replace Brother Jerome because he's not printing. So, and even though technically, remember when you said I don't care what Trump says, right? He said no. I think Trump can put him some serious pressure, right? So
Maybe.
I don't know how it's gonna work out, but whenever they turn the printer on, oh boy, that's go time. Ooh, look at that, sweet.
Okay. Wait. Before we switch,
Damn.
there's a little bit of a disclaimer happening right here.
Sorry, I just lost consciousness because I see the numbers like.
So, we are about to do something you should not be doing, right? If you do this, right, and you lose all your money, make sure you take out the your fault insurance. If you don't do this, and you watch us secure our bloodline, and say, oh, you told us not to, still your fault insurance, okay? Because the worst investor is the person who actually misses out on an investment. Not the one who hates you the most is the one that misses out on an investment, right? And then they say, you told us not to buy that, and I'm so mad at you because I missed my opportunity. No, man, I was saving you from a degen hell. Yes.
No protection in the trenches.
Jesus.
Exactly. Make sure. We should, yeah, like you said, don't do any of this. That's why we are doing the show, so you can enjoy
Exactly.
us losing money.
Watch us lose money. That's it.
That's it.
All right. With that said,
Investing 101 with Mr. M. Exactly. You're gonna buy some fart coin, guys.
yes, exactly. No, we're gonna take some screenshots of fart coin.
100%. That's the next step, right?
Oh, damn. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Ooh, 11. Let's go. I mean, just saying, it was 7 last week.
Exactly. I know. We were
7,
down.
11.
We're down and out, right?
Peppa Pete.
Look at that Peppa Pete. Bam.
Going in deep.
Well, Peppa Pete.
Well, we've seen the price, which means there is volume, right?
Yeah, exactly. Let's take a look at the volume.
So
of the
it's,
mascot.
Ooh, okay.
5K?
What? LFG? LFG?
What the hell
Peppa
is
Pete's
going
gonna go to
on?
$1, man. $1 Peppa Pete is 5,000 in volume.
Damn, people were buying it like crazy. Up, down.
Well, we like this.
What?
That's 5,000. I mean, remember it was 50 quid last week. 10x.
Damn.
No, more than 10x. Sorry, 10x would have been 500.
100x of volume.
Exactly, 100x.
Damn, Jay.
Oof. Well, we like it. By the way, people are asking in the chat, what's the plan? What's the plan? There is no plan. This is the mascot. We have no affiliation with this project whatsoever.
Exactly.
We have no idea who has it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the mascot of the show.
Exactly.
And it's going to secure the bloodline.
Exactly.
100%.
I mean, who knows, right? People come to watch the show and they end up, not listening to us,
And
to our
buy this.
recommendation, buying it, right? Right? You never know.
Peppa
Right?
Peep.
And so since you're here early, you might want to put $10, right? And secure your bloodline because you only get 500. But we recommend Bitcoin, right?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. People pay Bitcoin is. I don't know. It's tough. I'm not sure. Going in deep. Peppa Peep. Amazing. Okay,
Wow.
that's good. This is why the portfolio pumped. No, not just for that.
No. Okay, so this one, we were in at 17 million market cap. So
Okay.
maybe we did the right thing, right? Maybe, I don't know, because Solana pumped, so this may have just caused this to pump, right? This market cap because of the Solana pump, but whatever.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It is good. It is a good thing to see, right? But let's take a look at what a joke.
What is this?
This was our 401k is a joke.
Oh,
Buy.
but they changed it to strategy. They changed the banner. I don't know. Okay, it's the same financial strategy. Okay, I thought they wasn't like this, but
No, it wasn't. You're right. They did change
they
it.
changed it and
Maybe they're getting serious. It's at 23K, right? Now they're gonna get serious.
damn.
23K market cap.
Okay.
Right? Look, look at how much volume.
290. See, 294.
254K.
54. Damn. Selling.
A little bit more selling than there is buying, but
Yeah,
look,
but still, it's
122K buyers.
Yeah, it's healthy-ish, right? I mean, we've gone under the opening, but
But look how many holders they've got. We've got more holders than Peppa Pete.
okay.
Wow. I
Okay.
think this one might have died.
Yeah. We didn't sell any, right? We still have
we
our
got-
bags. Bucket. What happened to Bucket?
Bucket.
Pumped.
We got no. We dumped.
Look at that W there.
Dude, we bought like yesterday. Today's the 11th.
I thought
so
we
we
bought the
bought
bottom there. No.
we bought right here,
Oh shoot.
right up here. Sorry. Let's go back.
Oh man, I thought this was a daily or something.
Go back. Oh, we did pump.
Can you put it on the daily? Because this
We
is
did
the
pump.
5
We did-
minutes.
we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
pump.
Go on a daily.
So
please.
let's see here. We're right here. Right here.
So our trigger order must have triggered
Maybe.
because we definitely double from there. And you said rightfully, I'm gonna sell all of it, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Man, buckets, man. Of course, that I knew it would have worked.
Oh, look at that. We didn't get our sell order. It was 55.
For a
55.
smidge.
And so how much was it? Shouldn't we gotten our sell order? Because what is this? Is this Solana or USD? It's Sol. No. Gotta go Sol. And it's right up here.
No, you're kidding me. Damn, we missed it for like a little bit. Well, we don't win all the time. But look at that W there. Maybe we should buy.
Bucket.
Look at that double
Bucket.
bottom there. Looks strong, no? I mean, we should go at least
Bucket
back to the...
bucked us.
Yeah.
It bucked us, man. It bucked us. Just let it go.
Extremely hard. But
It could go higher.
Yeah. Wow. Just so you know, right? Whenever you break these key levels here, you look
done.
left,
Yeah.
and it's not good. So we could end up all the way down.
Ooh. Even if we have that double bottom there.
Yeah, maybe. But let's just say we do this double bottom thing happen.
And we bounce and then we go.
bounce like right here.
And then we go lower.
Good
Yeah.
night.
That cat. That dog. That bucket. Bounce.
No, well.
Well, it was a good
Bucket.
idea.
Bucket.
See, when we lose like this, it's sad because if you would have gone down to a rug pull, whatever, but this, just for a smidge, missing the double,
I know, exactly.
it is what it is.
We're so close. So close. Okay, so let's go with market cap.
Yeah.
again.
What's the yeah?
Let's go with market cap again.
I definitely want to check the yeah.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah, the yeah.
Okay, afterwards.
Afterwards, okay.
How's our house doing?
One house, one coin. Well, we did double a couple. Oh, wow, trend is,
A friend.
yeah. Okay.
So we've found a bottom.
Go higher. I mean, we doubled with this a couple of times, no?
Exactly. We made a lot of money on this one. You were like had zero faith.
I know, but now I'm feeling it. I'm now like, let's go with this.
LFG.
Yeah. One house, one house coin.
This thing was like, look at how high this thing was, man. Damn.
Maybe it's calling up for another pump.
Maybe, or maybe you can see this thing is got to break out of this downtrend here. Right? Oops.
And thank you for all the questions, guys. I'm starting them up for the Q&A segment, so keep asking.
So there's a little bit of a downtrend here, so I don't know. We got to see if it breaks, if it's going to break out of this thing and go higher.
Okay.
Right.
So we're waiting on this.
I think we just
Okay.
leave this one
Okay.
because there's no clear direction yet.
Fair enough. Oh my God, this is one of those, what the hell are we looking at thing?
I don't know.
I'm surprised they have not done a liquid whatever for the Apple disaster. They could have done a liquid, what is it, glass, what was it called?
Didn't we buy this? Nobody?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
When did we buy this?
Liquid glass, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
They should have done a coin because it was such a disaster.
So do we have a lot of this Nobody? Did we make any money on Nobody?
I don't remember, but we did buy it. I am 100% certain. But I don't know what happened. Maybe we sold it all. Maybe we doubled. And
Maybe.
I
'Cause I don't
remember
understand. I don't see it here.
Maybe because there is. If you try with the address, I remember us looking at this and buying it. But yeah, we bought so much that I am not.
It's not one of our assets.
Maybe we looked into it and we said we wait until something happened.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we don't have any Nobody. Let's get a little bit.
Nice. Okay, let's go.
LFG. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Oh yeah, trouble I've seen. Nice. That reminds me of the Big Bang Theory when Sheldon is playing the Star Trek instrument, which I forgot the name.
Okay, so which one did you want to see?
Yay, but I
Yay!
yay. There you go. This is the one. Like, I don't know what it is, but
Bloodline Securities.
Amazing.
You can smell it.
yeah, that's ooh. Damn. Damn, but
Maybe
this
not.
is what the well, it doesn't
Maybe
matter.
not.
It looks terrible. There's no time frame in which it looks good, right? You can go down to a minute and still look like shite. But we could go in and get the bottom.
It could go higher.
Bruh. How about new?
Damn, it was such a good name. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Kudos for the names, but yeah. Hold.
How about new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody hold. Okay.
Let's see what other.
Inflation.
What?
Is it a Super Mario thing? It
I
looks
don't
like
know.
Super Mario font.
Whatever.
Well, how about inflation there? There's a coin called inflation?
What?
Giga?
What?
Mask?
Giga Chad with mask. Okay. What's with the mask thing?
I know. We gotta click on inflation though, man.
Where it is?
That one. Inflation only goes up. I mean, this is no brainer.
For sure.
We're not buying the top here.
Exactly.
I mean, this is just like, well, this is what, 3 minutes? Okay. Are we buying inflation?
Yeah.
I mean, this has to be, right?
For sure. Security. I smell it.
Yeah, this could be the one who.
It only goes up.
Fantastic. We even have the warning.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Check.
It only goes up. So we have to get it.
Yeah. Another warning there.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yes,
in yellow.
beautiful, yeah.
Fantastic. This
Boom.
is a no-brainer.
Damn.
Yeah, Solana is working extremely well
I
nowadays.
think we're kind of like, we'll probably lose our shirt on this one, but oh well.
We can
Bucket.
put some protection there. Let's see
No,
what
I'm
happens.
going to go full bore.
Nice.
If this comes out.
And by the way, yes, you can ask questions. We will have a Q&A segment at the end of the show, so feel free to use the chat and ask whatever you wish.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, nice. Protection there. Perfect. Inflation is a good choice, solid.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Look at this pumping. Bucket is pumping.
Yeah, we told you what was going to happen. It was going to come up here and
And
dead
then that cat. Ah,
yeah, it was just like,
it is what it is.
we're done.
What's cat? That one. Cat.
Where's that?
That one over there. That one, yeah. Cat. I like cat. We like cat.
Yeah. You don't like money either.
How about new?
I mean, if there is a W here, if we were to trade it, we could trade it back up here, but I don't know.
I mean, it's cat.
7 million volume. Jesus. Because we're on a 5 minute, so this is probably just a day.
that's,
This is the second day.
damn. That's it? You know, we're getting in early. No, clearly not buying in the top here, right? Where's the bra?
Bruh.
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, this could be risky. As if
just a little bit. Just a
yeah, I
little
mean,
bit.
like at 0.10,
All right, fine. We'll get a little bit of cat.
0.1.
We'll get a little bit of cat.
Oh, yeah, we got
Maybe
cat.
this one will secure the bloodline. Like, this will be your house,
Exactly.
right?
Look at that beautiful warning. Bam. 3 away from 10. Yeah, exactly. 3 likes away from 100. Guys, demolish the like button. We have almost 4,000 people watching across all social media. You guys are the best.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Let's get to 100. We can do it. You guys can do it. 3 more.
All right. So let's see what's Peppa Pete doing. Peppa Pete, well, it's down. The volume's down.
It's down 1K. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it was just $400 or something like that. I mean, we could pump it up and we'll just buy like 2 Solanas worth.
That will do. Yeah. Damn, look at those selling candles. 98. Light.
Let's create some
Legend.
fake volume.
Oh,
Just for
still-
fun.
We're still 11.
Right?
Yay, 102. Let's go. You guys are the best. Thank you.
We can create some fake volume. We sell 2 Solana's worth and then buy 2 Solana's worth.
Peppa Peep.
Yeah, and there we go. Boom.
Let's see how much of the price is gonna
Drop like all kinds.
be like a super.
Did we sold, right?
Oh no, we bought.
Oopsies.
Oh, still works. Still works. Look at the candle there. We can't sell Peppa Pig. We're going to hell.
No, we were just creating some fake volume.
So that it displays on the wallet. Nice. There you go. Damn, it's incredible how cheap Solana is to do those swaps.
There, now you got now you got
5K.
you got your 5K. There you go. Happy now?
Happy. Thank you. Let's see what I mean. If it's going up in this direction, it's doing well. Considering it was dead, right? We found this before flying to Moscow, right? So it was what, October last year, before the old thing started and the old meme
Look
coin.
at our P&L. We're down $250 on Pebble Peep
How come?
because we haven't sold, right? We have like $450, $25 in unrealized profit. We've sold 333, so we did make some, so it just works out that way.
Okay.
Get it?
Okay. Yeah. Because sorry, I wasn't
we haven't
seeing
sold.
it there. It's over there.
Oh shoot, it's not in the
I don't know how to
on the screen here.
Maybe you need
Okay.
to move us from the equation.
Yeah, let's just quickly show people what we're talking about here. So here, oops, I can't do it now. Let's see here. If I just scroll
there you
over and then there we go. I clicked on it.
What's this thing used?
There we go.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Now I
So
can see.
this is what we sold. This is what we've bought. This is the total bought, right? With 7 transactions, total sold, and then there we go. It is what it is.
Oh wow. Okay. I can't believe we have 3% of the total supply. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a mascot.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, questions, Q&A.
Questions, Q&A. All right, I did start a few. About 12. What is your take on Monero?
Well, I think Monero will be here in the crypto space for a very long time. A lot of criminals will probably use it. When there's bridges and stuff like that to Monero, they'll be cross to cross just to launder money. And it's not like you have to launder and hide your purchase of a Bitcoin through Monero, right? You can just do it on chain.
Yeah, I like Monero though. I think it's a
hard.
good chain. It's one of the OG coins, right? Andrew says Bloomberg predicts Sol ETF approved in 3 weeks. Thoughts? Well, I don't think it's going to do much. I mean, look at Ethereum ETF. Nobody cares. So I don't think Solana. If you guys are hoping to have an ETF to see money coming in, I think again, because I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know if you agree, but
Yeah, I don't think
cares?
so. I don't think so.
Solana
Next cycle.
exactly. Solana ETF, and then who's going to buy it? Nobody's buying Ethereum anyway. Da Vinci, can I have another prediction for this cycle? Ooh, that's an interesting one. What do you think?
I don't know. I think ADA, we looked at it, and I don't think we're going to see a huge move for ADA. And I'm at the charts, it was looking really bad. I mean, let me see if I can pull one up here.
I have $5. I have faith in $5 at Cardano, but we have to see our altcoin season, man.
So right here on the weekly, you can see. Ooh, this is not a clear chart. No, not a good chart. We needed a chart that. Let's see here. That's
That goes back.
yeah. That's not on Bybit. That goes back a little while. Let's see if Binance has. Yeah. Yes. No, maybe so. No. Frack. Who's been
How
out?
about try Kraken? Kraken should be long. Should have a longer. That one down. Yeah, down there. Kraken should have a longer.
Nope.
No. Yeah, Kraken has been around for a bit.
Okay, casino? No. Nope. Poloniacs? Nope. Who has
I'm
this?
surprised Kraken doesn't have it.
Well, the longest is right now.
USDT. Try ADA USD.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right.
Try ADA because Kraken. I check it all the time, and you should go back to the beginning. When is
What?
that? 2018. Yeah, that's correct.
Really?
2018.
From
Yeah.
dinosaurs area? Okay, fine. So, is this log chart?
I mean, Cardano has gone to
Okay, so
what was the highest?
there we go. Now,
$2 something.
here's what's happened, right? This is normal. We pumped like heavy, right? And then, you do a Fibonacci retracement, right? And then the 88.6 is where you should start buying any particular coin, right? Is this correct? Jesus. This is the retracement level. You see, we would hope that it would bounce off the 61.8 and continue, but it doesn't. It breaks down. And then the 61 point, the 88.6 is where you buy usually new coins that done something crazy, right? And you can see that worked here on this level here.
Yeah,
Let's
the
just-
comments so that people can see it. Yep.
You can see that the same thing happened down here. Oops.
And it worked out there, right?
Yeah, right. Where's the 88.6? Is it? Oops, I hit the wrong way. Sorry. Wrong way. Let's see if it works out.
Top to bottom.
88.6 is where? Why is it not? Is it overlapping? The 88.6 is, overlapping. So it just went even below the 88.6. Came right back down to actually where it started. Jesus Christ. So even if you bought the 88.6, it was probably still a good move, right? And bought below that, right? And then look, boom. But
It is not done it the second time.
second time it did do it. Now we're at the 88.6 and dudes, man, really? I'm surprised the 88.6 was at the same level that it was before. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, the point is, where can we go back, right, to, right? Is the question. That's just, I would say the 61.8 is the best case scenario for you.
Which is $2.
Yeah. Best case scenario. That's it. That's all you've got.
And it all depends on Ethereum altcoin season and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Best case scenario. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I hate to burst your bubble.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more bullish, but when you chart it, it makes sense what you're saying. That's for sure. Let's see. We have many more. Time to sell Bitcoin? Nope. I don't think so. Time to sell? It's never a good time to sell unless you are all in. But you have no other option. Target for Bitcoin in 2025. Okay. What do you think? At the end of the year, let's say?
Well, I think the worst case scenario is like 130, and the best case scenario is 450.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Next.
I like it. Da Vinci, what do you think it will cause the next bear market?
Nothing causes the next bear market except the fact that we go into these cycles. If we go too high, we're going into the next bear market for sure, right? And if we just go slowly to 130, and then we might just be sideways forever, right?
Yeah. Duke says Bitcoin can pull back to 55. Whoa, I don't think so.
Nope.
Nah.
I think it's done.
The meme skeleton waiting for the drop. DCA, man. DCA is your best way because it's very unlikely. Dogecoin to $10. How about no?
How about no?
I mean, we could get to $1, Maybe $1.
Yeah, exactly.
But 10? Stupid. It's a bit of a stretch. Where can they get? Well, this is people are asking where can they buy the T-shirt? They told you so T-shirt.
Oh, I bought these things on Amazon. I don't know. I should put a link for that because everybody asked me that.
We should have a merch. We should do our own.
Yeah,
right?
I have. We could just do an Amazon link that where we get commission. And yeah.
Okay. If not, we can do our own. That will be fun. Maybe they'll sell. Okay. Hey Da Vinci, I have to see. Hey Da Vinci, just putting it out there. I've taken a loan against 30% of my Bitcoin holdings, which will be liquidated at 64,000. Do you think I should add more Bitcoin and take it down to 55, or it's fine?
It's fine for now. Just make sure you exit that loan at the end of the bull market.
Yeah, I wouldn't take a loan against my Bitcoin.
Yeah, you should. It's okay. Just make sure you exit the loan at the end of this bull market. Is it going to go there? Probably not, but don't risk it.
Yeah, exactly. It's really risky. Really risky.
Yeah, and just exit your loan. Okay, next. Is that it?
Yeah, we have a few more. Want to hear something crazy? Strategy owns more Bitcoin today than that will ever be mined after 2036. Yeah, they have a lot of Bitcoin now, 532,000 or something. I'm not sure.
Wow,
but they're closing.
That'd be crazy.
They're closing.
So that means that whatever's left after 2036 happening is nothing. It's total supply that MicroStrategy has.
Very much.
Holy crap.
I know, that was a good one.
Holy crap.
That is something crazy. What about AI coins? Yeah, that's a good one, Alfie. I don't own any personally. There's been an AI momentum. I don't know if it's going to go.
Exactly. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your questions, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Cheers.